I did 22 boreholes. We got different experts, professors. They came to do geophysical survey. And at the end of the day, the 23rd borehole, good water. 24th borehole, good water. That was my most challenging estate. We have 23 estates. All those estates are great water. Great.
23 estates.
23 estates.
He built 23 estates successfully with over 2,000 homeowners made. He's not just a name in the Nigerian real estate space. He is a force, a visionary who has consistently broken barriers, redefined skylines, and built more than homes. He's built legacies.
I'm not building to compete against numbers. I don't want to be the cheapest in the market. I want to be the most efficient in the market. So it's high time developers stop telling people, inflation made it impossible for me. Because if the client knows better, they would have built the properties themselves.
In a bid to reduce the cost of homes and maintain control over quality, he went beyond the norm, establishing his own paving stone factory and furniture factory. That's how you get state-of-the-art roads and world-class finishing without compromising affordability or excellence.
When a developer fails, it sends a wrong signal to Nigerians in diaspora, to the industry, because people are quick to generalize that when you go there, they'll take your money, they will not give you a house. But when one developer succeeds, it sends a strong signal that there's still hope in the land. Real estate has given me everything. For us, what was most important is the fact that we wanted more Nigerians to become homeowners. So if I've made enough profit with the appreciation of the land, why can't I just build, let people come and have homes?
From transforming urban spaces to creating lifestyle-driven developments that inspire and elevate. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute honor to be joined today by one of the biggest trailblazers in the real estate game, Dr. Ned Okonkwo, the dynamic founder of Nedcomoaks, real estate mogul, and a relentless force, pushing the boundaries of what is possible in our industry.
Confidence.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. I'm very well.
Welcome to CG.
So good to see you again.
How have you been?
Been good, been awesome.
Everywhere.
Doing the Lord's work, the work the Lord has given to me. Oh my God, I'm seeing CGE on a whole new level.
A lot is happening here.
Wow, this is mind-blowing. Dr. Ned, this is, I mean, what is your secret?
Well, I love work. I love real estate. I'm so passionate about ensuring that upwardly mobile, young, middle-class people get a good roof over their head. Because every time I see a new family, young family, get to pay for a property, and then they get to have keys to their home, it gives me the greatest joy.
I can imagine.
Imagine I traveled to the UK. They said, Dr. Ned, you made it possible for us. We didn't believe we could save over a 2-year period and have a property in Nigeria. And such commendations give me greater zeal to do more. Because you know what, I can't give homes to everybody. There's a capacity limit to what we can build. But the more we can do, the much we can do, we have to do. If you know my story and you match it up, just imagine somebody who never had a roof over his head having the opportunity to give houses to thousands of people. Do you understand? Let's
expatiate on that. You did not have a roof over your head.
At some point in my life.
Wow.
I never had a roof over my head. We lost our shop that used to be our home. And the landlord kicks us out because we went to court, to repossess after my father died in 1993. Funny enough, it will be tomorrow. Tomorrow will be 32 years I lost my dad. So for 32 years, I've been fatherless.
Wow.
32 years. I was barely a 15-year-old boy, So just imagine that somebody who lost the opportunity of having a good roof over his head, given a singular chance of having another roof over his head, and his life and story transforms. And today, every day of his life, he looks forward to making as much people as he can have a roof over their
heads.
Because when you give a man a good roof over his head, it changes his dreams, hopes, and aspirations. And that's my story. And that gears me to want to always do more. Haven't we done much? Haven't we done well?
You've done well. I was here for your birthday, a few years ago, and it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
This was a dream and now it's turning into a reality.
It is. You know, when we acquired this, it's quite symbolic that we acquired this property during the COVID-19.
Wow, are you serious?
COVID-19, yeah. 2019, 2020, we came here. I was offered this property 2019. 2020, we came here and there was this property. We came here, we got here. The lake, they said there was, sand miners had excavated the whole place. So there was a lake that cut across this road from here and cut all the way there. So I felt like running away. I didn't feel like going further with it. So during the COVID, we were stuck at home. And during that period, a lot of thoughts came to my head. When people who lived in the Victoria Bay Estate would call me on the phone and say, we love our estate. It is everything that can protect us away from COVID.
Yes.
The scenery, the field, the gym, the swimming pool. And I asked myself, why am I running away from that property? Is it because that lake is so big? Well, it's man-made, but we can make something good out of it.
Out of it, exactly.
So I came on another visit here. Immediately, lockdown was removed. And that changed everything for me. We acquired the property. It looked very big, 20 hectares of land.
That's large.
About 20% of it had become a lake. Wow. And so we said, no, we ain't gonna run. So we started reclaiming some, filling the whole lake so that the lake could become land. And that is what is left of the lake.
So are you going to sand fill that part too?
No, we're not sand filling.
Great. So you have like...
We're not sand filling. So we'll have an artificial lake there. You know, people can do kayaking there. People can come out, watch the water. We'll have a lot of greenery here because, you know, with the big space, you could experiment a whole lot.
True.
So that was the whole concept. And so we started building. But before then, I did the launch. It
took you a while before you even released this into the market.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. The first time we did the launch, we had done the design, you know, by someone, you know, we had worked with over the years. When we did the design, we came here and we did the launch, we bought the equipment and we did the launch. But when I checked how much paving stone was going to cost us, if we were to do the entire infrastructure, I knew we were not ready for that kind of investment. So I slowed down. Remember, I did my 43rd birthday here.
Yes, I was going to say that, right? I remember.
Remember, you came in that gorgeous dress.
Yes.
You know. And we had that great birthday party. Fino was here, David.
Yes, I remember.
And afterwards, we went back to the drawing board and we said to ourselves, we have to do something exceptional. We're not going to be ordinary. We're not going to be like every other developer. I was going to come here with a very beautiful gatehouse, no infrastructure, no drainage, no source of power, take people's money, land value will depreciate. I said, no, not me. The Victoria Crest brand is different.
Yes.
So we're going to do it a lot different. And so I said, rather than start spending our money on the beautiful gatehouses, we can start by doing the simple things that matter. Do the entire infrastructure, drainages, road. When we finish all of those, then we can come to the exterior and then people can see the value we will create. And like I always tell people, I don't want to be that developer who is busy collecting money and no work is going on site. I don't want to be that fence and gatehouse developer. We want to be that developer who adds value to the land and the land becomes something beautiful.
Beautiful.
A home for everybody. And so infrastructure work started.
Yeah.
But before we started, we said we were going to build one of the biggest paving stone factories ever in Nigeria. I'll not mention their name. They were the biggest. I was one of their biggest customers. And I said to myself, we will not be needing the amount of paving stones we'll need for nearly 73 hectares of land, our investment in this environment. If we were to pave the whole road, the amount of paving stones that we required would be a whole lot. Why don't we do a bit of backward integration? We went to a German company, it's called Zenith. We said, what is the best equipment you have? They said it's the Zenith 844. We said, we are taking 3 to Africa. He said, nobody has done it before. I said, we will be the first to do it. And so we started that journey. And today, the first line is up working. The second line is very close to Nigeria now. It's on its way to Nigeria. The third and fourth line, they're in readiness for our other investment in other projects. Our Asaba project, our Enugu project.
Well done, sir. There's a whole, you just hinted something now. Enugu, Asaba.
We're coming.
We're coming. So keep your fingers crossed. Wow.
So we decided to redesign the project. We decided to make that lake something beautiful. We had that dream, a burning dream, to build a place where people can come, play, walk, where people can live and be happy. A place that the young, upwardly mobile professional who aspires for greater things, who is tired of that truck life in Lekki,
exactly,
and come to and have a home. Don't forget, the government is doing a great deal of work improving infrastructures in satellite towns. So how do you build a city that people would love without good roads?
Good roads.
So government has done the major highway.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the government is not stopping there. Federal government is really, for the first time, we're having a synergy between the federal and the state government. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because now the green line is coming.
True.
The coastal road is coming.
True.
Do you know, in the entire master plan of Nigeria, they said coastal road is not there for the next 10 years. And this government, the federal government, this Mr. President,
and immediately
he says,
bring it up.
We must do the coastal road. And not just do the coastal road. There's a green line train coming all the way from Marina. And so what it means is, like, you live outside of London and you walk in central London, you can actually live at the Capital Loft or the Capital Terraces, and then find your way to Lagos. And you know the simple truth. I did a drive from Lekki Phase 1 gate here, 38 minutes. I was here. So
please, just to say something, because you said from Capital Loft to Lagos. It looked like Capital Loft is out of Lagos. It is in Lagos.
Oh, it is. No,
it's in Lagos.
I said from not Lagos, from Lekki Phase 1.
Okay.
Lekki Phase 1 gate to Capital Loft is 38 minutes.
38 minutes. Wow.
From this one here to Capital Loft is 18 minutes. I've done the timing. So the whole idea is, this is Lagos. We still have Ekpe further down.
Exactly.
But you know the beauty of it? You can walk in Marina and take a train and be at home in a short time. Even if you don't take a train, you can drive over here. Today, the whole of Lagos is choked. I got here in record time. Do you understand? True. So, and that is what happens when government is sensitive towards understanding that when the city center becomes congested, satellite towns need to be built.
Exactly.
And people need to start understanding that the best of schools are typically in the satellite towns. Don't forget, we have Green Springs here. We have Atlantic Hall?
Yeah.
What's it called? The other school there. So all the big schools. Don't forget, Pan-African University.
Exactly.
It's just here. Lagos Business School is just here. Lakoya Golf and Country Club is just here. The cinema, the Genesis cinema is just there. Yeah. So you've got the biggest mall just at Songotedo. So why must I cramp myself and say I want to be in Ikoyi? So like I've always experienced over time, the young, upwardly mobile professionals, right? Those who are going to work at the deep sea ports, at the free trade zone, those who are going to build industries. Lagos has got a great agricultural hub coming up in Ekpe. A lot is going to Ekpe. You know, when you have continuity in governance, the transformation that it brings is unique.
That's true.
New jobs will be created, new opportunities created. Now, all those new jobs being created in this area, not everybody will live in Ikoyi. People are looking for where to live. And so we told ourselves, if we're going to do a project, we're going to do a project that will have the best of hands, the best of companies. So we decided to design a masterpiece. And in doing so, we got two of the best. We got Delano Architect and African United Consultants. They became our consultants for this project. And you know what? they designed a masterpiece.
Of course.
They came, they changed, the entire project. Because it's the first time we're doing a project that was slightly above 6 hectares of land. And so I said, wow, for us to do 20 hectares at once, we needed to design properly.
That's a lot.
And so we got African United Consultants and we've got Delano Architects. And these two guys, they've been involved in great projects like Oka Millennium City, Orange Island, Nikon Town.
Wow.
So I said to myself, if it's not those two, it's not going to be anyone else. And sincerely speaking, the project speaks for itself. Just look at how beautiful it is.
Just look at
you
just started and it's not even there yet, and it's looking good.
Without the buildings being up, just imagine
so good.
How it feels like.
This is a story of wit, of your incredible wit, actually, to birth something this mind-blowing. And the fact that we've not even started, we've not even scratched the surface, and we are still seeing, we can see it, transform already. Okay, so tell me, what is going to be here? I can see this is like an
what you have here is the welcome center.
Okay.
After the welcome center, we have a bit of car parks. Afterwards, you're going to have a swimming pool. You have a kids playground. You will now have a 5-a-side astroturf, a small astroturf. You're going to have multiples of them. You have a small astroturf, and then you have a gym and a pool.
Beautiful. What's going to be here?
So we now have houses here.
Okay.
We have houses lined up here. I think this should be the section for the terrace houses. We have some the capital terraces are just
okay. Yeah.
Just here.
I mean, beautiful. I can see the drainages also. You've done all
the
that.
drainages have been done. All the drainages have been done.
Wow.
People tell you, oh, Lagos is flooding. Don't tell that story here. The drainages have been done. World-class drainage, well designed by the best. African United, supervised, designed and supervised by the best. African United Consultants. They've done, they've done great projects.
What else is coming here? I know that there's a whole lot happening along this corridor.
There's a whole lot.
Yes. And
we have a commercial city coming up. The commercial city is just right in front there. You've got a tech park. You've got a vehicle showroom. You've got some companies investing in hospitality there. We've also got at the other end of this place. We launched in London.
Yes.
We did the contract signing, but I would have said, let me wait. We're building the biggest theme park in Africa.
Wow.
The biggest theme park in Africa.
Wow.
Is coming to the phase B of a...
You need to see. I've seen the designs and I'm like, my God.
We're coming with something that's never been seen in Africa. And you see, for us, you could see what Dirty December became up, and we just felt we've always had this design to build an eco city where companies don't have to go outside Nigeria for them to, it beats my imagination that every year companies want to do strategy retreat. They are running to Egypt, they are running to Lebanon, they are running to Dubai. So I asked myself, Qatar, what is happening? We said, let us do something iconic, something everybody will look forward to. The kids and the adults. And so so a lot of things is going, things are being produced for us. This is the best place to be. This is the best place to be. Sincerely speaking, we're not anxious to sell out the houses. You know why? Because as soon as construction for the theme park starts, imagine the rush. So we're not in a hurry, because what we're bringing here is something iconic, something that's never been seen.
Before people say, okay, this theme park is something that's going to happen in probably in the next 10 years. I know you were in Turkey recently. Yeah. What were you in Turkey to do?
So our partners are in Turkey. They are the biggest water park company in the entire world. All the water parks that you have seen in those great, iconic cruise liners.
Okay.
Those great parks in Dubai, those great parks in different parts of the world, they were built at our company. And so we went to that company and said, if we want to be the best, we wouldn't be in China. We will go to the #1 company in the world doing water parks. and we partnered with them.
So this is not a dream. This is something that is going to happen.
Confidence, we will not share with them, but I'll share with you.
Okay.
It's something out of this world. It's something bigger than the biggest water parks that you have in Dubai. Why can't we make Lagos the Dubai of Africa? Why can't we make
that's
Lagos that place where everybody, and you know the truth, there's no foreigner that will come and do it for us. It is us, you and I. Look at what Ghana did with their festival.
Wow.
Just imagine having 2 crazy festivals in Nigeria in a year in Lagos City, and everybody from the restaurants to the beautiful sceneries, the Lashe Beach, the Cocoa Beach, the Lakowe Golf and Country Club. And as you begin to get closer, you stop at the Macarius, and then you say, what's next? Omo Resort. After Omo Resort, you
Beautiful.
into
Beautiful.
Capital Gardens Estate, where we have this project. So a lot is happening here. And, I'll forever be grateful to the government, this present regime. They've done remarkably well by expanding the road.
Let me hear you say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Do you like that, like that, like that, like that? Baby, come and give it back, give it back, give it back. Till the sun comes, let me hear you say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm glad to be, I've been a part of all your projects, and
Yes.
a lot of our clients are very, very happy to be a part of it. They've seen their project appreciate, and they're living there.
The paving stone for this whole project was produced in our paving stone factory. I'll get to show you the paving stone factory.
Wow.
That's
That's
it's a wonder to
amazing.
behold. It's a wonder.
And here is our lake.
Yeah, artificial lake, A lot of work is still going on there,
So we'll be able to catch fishes here. Because I'm seeing no fishing here.
No swimming, wading,
Or fishing.
yeah. Because work is currently going on. On site, we want to be able to account for everybody that comes here.
Okay, so what are we going to have here on site?
Terraces, 3-bedroom terraces, 3-bedroom semi-detached homes that we call the Capital Loft. It's a very beautiful project. We have 60 homes already up, more coming. The terraces would commence in a few weeks, and hopefully people can get to live here at least between July and August.
What July? This July?
This July, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, some houses are ready.
Yes,
What's most important is we've invested a whole lot on the infrastructure.
Yeah.
The power is being done. The power connections being done to national grid. The water is being worked on. So in no distant time, the swimming pool, gym, all of those is being worked on. And in no distant time, people will be able to live here.
Live here. You're doing fantastically for yourself. You're doing that for Nigeria too. You're taking the gospel of real estate out of the country. A lot of our clients who are diasporans, they can testify to what is happening here. And I'm glad to be bringing this project, because apart from the fact that this is in a great location, it's a great project. The pricing, you got the price.
Well, it's not about the pricing, For us, what was most important is the fact that we wanted more Nigerians to become homeowners. So if I've made enough profit with the appreciation of the land, why can't I just build, let people come and have homes? So it's not about profits for us. Real estate has given me everything, would have believed, would have imagined, that I will be here now. Every time I say I don't want to work again for now, let me stop building for maybe 6 months. Do you understand? And then you say the customers will say, okay, I went to this your site. It's only secondary sale I'm seeing. It's very expensive. I'm like, okay, when is your next project? I want to start small,
yes.
And so we said, let us do something that will give people the opportunity to be able to come into the market at a reduced entry barrier. And that was the whole idea of doing the Invest in Africa promo. And with that promo, people get to own their houses for a reduced amount of money. Not just that, they start with entry barrier well
reduce.
And that's why we're doing as low as 10%.
10%. So why should people buy into this right now? I know we've mentioned some of the things happening or will be happening along this corridor, but why? Why should they invest here?
First and foremost, they're investing in the brand.
Okay.
A reputable brand. A brand that has stayed tested, trusted. I started property development 20 years ago. I was an agent 24 years ago, fresh out of school. Do you understand? Fresh out of school, 2001. And to imagine 24 years after, I'm still an agent. I'm still a realtor, doing very well at it, because I love selling real estate. That's one. Second, you have guaranteed investment. When you buy from us, nobody tells you a story. Nobody comes to tell you, oh, there's variation. The economy has done this, done that. We have mastered the art of staying true to our word because we understand the construction process. We understand the importance of timelines. Inflation is running at a rapid rate.
Yeah.
That's why we're not doing 2 years plan. Because if inflation is running at the rate it's going, interest rates are as high as it is. If you don't build the houses on time, you're going into trouble. Confidence, one of the things that has hurt me the most, each time I listen to people, especially Nigerians in diaspora, talk about real estate developers in Nigeria, is the fact that everybody wants to lie about inflation. Do you understand?
That's true.
Now, if I am a builder, right, and my business is building, the man who paid me to have a property built for me, for them, right, don't need to hear the stories of the things that I go through doing that business. For every business you do, there's a SWOT analysis.
Yeah.
Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Even in your construction cost management, even in your BOQ, there are provisions for miscellaneous.
Yeah.
There are financing costs. So when you do your numbers, and that's why I tell people, I'm not building to compete against numbers. I don't want to be the cheapest in the market. I want to be the most efficient. In the market.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it's high time developers stop telling people, inflation made it impossible for me. It's high time we stop it. Because if the client knows better, they would have built the properties themselves. Now, who are developers? They are experts at investing in real estate. And so when the subscribers come to you and they give you money, they don't want to hear stories. And that's why I'll tell you, follow the payment plan that we have given you, you'll get your house. Whether there is sunlight, there is rain, you will get it. And it takes planning because I've come to invest in the business. The only thing is I wish so much that government can do a lot much more for developers by giving free and affordable land.
True.
Or nearly free land. Do you understand? That way, we can do more houses at reduced cost.
Yeah.
Because land cost, if it becomes high, it becomes difficult for you
cost
to
of housing.
For cost of housing.
High, yeah.
Look at Banana Island, Ikoyi. It will always be high because cost of land is high. Government does not give land for free. It is developers that they'll go and trade the land at a cost, huge cost. So they must recoup their investment. Don't forget also, cost of fund is nearly 38% in Nigeria. Inflation running at 38%. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? People ask, oh, why is it that real estate in Nigeria seems expensive? It is expensive, but the truth is, the cost of fund is also expensive. But when you compare real estate in Nigeria with other parts of the world, you know that our real estate is cheap. In America, I was asking somebody on the free slide, the cost of building a 100 square meter home, first floor, ground floor, first floor, is about $200,000. The cost of building a 100 square meter home in London is over £180,000. But here we are, struggling despite everything. We are still able to build it under 50 million naira. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
So real estate in actual fact in Nigeria is not expensive.
So it's not overpriced.
It's because not, what is pricey is the cost of land. If you take this building to Banana Island, some other person will add the cost of Banana Island land and sell it.
Yeah.
This building here today is 78 million naira. When you go to a place where land is 1 million naira per square meter and the building sits on 200 square meters, right? That means 200 square meters at 1 million per square meter. It's only 200 million. If I add my cost of construction, it gives me the price of the house. So houses prices are determined by a wide range of factors. So if you determine the factors that contribute to it, input, output, type of foundation. Are you doing part foundation? Are you doing wrap foundation? Or are you doing piling? If you take this property to a place where you're doing 47-meter piling, the price must be high. The cost of cement in Banana Island and the cost of cement here is same. The cost of cement in Banana Island and the cost of cement in Citadel is the same. but the value of land is different. The cost of sand is nearly same. What is different is the cost of transporting it. Sand is cheaper in this area because you're closer to sand.
Sure.
Sand is more expensive at the city center because the people transporting sand spend more. The cost of iron here and the cost of iron in Banana Island is the same. What makes a premium home is the quality of supervision from conceptualization to quality of finishing. It is not the price of the land. So you can have a premium home, a luxurious home in my village, like I have. You can have a luxurious home like I have in Ojoto. I can also have a luxurious home in Banana Island. So, confidence, I think we should tour this house.
Yes, we should. I know, right? It's so hot.
Yeah.
So what do we have here?
It's a 3-bedroom, it's a semi-detached 3-bedroom house, right? We call it the Capital Loft.
This is different from your other constructions, your other developments.
It's different, yeah. It's different. See, look at this. 2 big cars parked here.
Yeah.
And you still have space to walk around.
Sure.
Your visitors can come and park in front of your house. Do you understand?
Yes.
We also have visitor parking at the other side. So you can have the houses well arranged like this.
Beautiful. All right, so this is our loft. It's a different design, something unique, something
Welcome to the Capital Loft.
beautiful.
So welcome, Confidence. Welcome to the Capital Loft.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, this is really, really premium. I can see why. I mean, these are the kind of things we get to see in, you know, Osapa, Ikoyi, Pinong.
See, let me tell you.
Here?
The whole idea behind the brand is we make aspirational living affordable. And that's what we did when we went to Orchid Road. We gave you the kind of houses you get in Oniru and Ikoyi. We brought it to Orchid Road before other developers copied. Do you understand? Then we moved on. We gave people the opportunity to have a property in an estate that has a gym and swimming pool, so you don't need your gym subscription anymore. We give you a property in an estate that is not waterlogged, that you know that when it rains, you don't need to worry to say what is happening outside. We gave you a property that when you have power, you don't say armed robbers are outside. You have armed guards on patrol. We give you a property that has Wi-Fi internet, fiber optic internet. We give you a property that has access control to their gym, swimming pool facility, central water plant, somewhere where when you open the tap, you can cook with the water. You can see all those things about water trending online. And then you can see people living in Victoria Crest responding to you.
That's true.
Even at the Citadel Views, that was one of my most challenging estates.
Yeah.
I did 22 boreholes. We got different experts, professors. They came to do geophysics, geophysical survey. And at the end of the day, the 23rd borehole, good water. 24th borehole, good water. That was my most challenging estate. And I could not sleep because I can't imagine people using water that is like tea to pour on their body. And so I said, we will not build an estate that they will categorize that Lekki water is bad. That is not us.
I mean, it's good to hear that. But before you say Lekki water, there are estates, there are developers who are committed to.
We have 23 estates. All those estates have great water. Great.
23 estates.
23 estates. Wow. Great water. Great, excellent water. I had a live stream, a live conversation with someone who told me that the water in my estate, can people drink? And I asked them, the water in London, do you drink it? And the residents replied, I don't drink. I said, so why do you want me to drink? I don't drink the water here because, we have this thing that they normally call typhoid in Africa.
Yeah.
And they always tell you that typhoid is the function of the water you drink. So if you are drinking a type of bottled water, practically all your life, continue it. If you are drinking pure water, the one in the sachet, continue it. And that's why when you see somebody who drinks bottled water, the day you drink sachet water, they may have typhoid. And those who drink sachet water, the day you give them bottled water, the next week they'll go to hospital, they say they have typhoid. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I don't like to do experiments with water. I drink a particular type of water. But in terms of water for use, don't forget the foundation of my life is when the chips were down, I had a laundry outfit. So I've always believed in the fact that water to wash your clothes must be sparkling pure. Because I love white. Most times I wear white. Even today I was tempted to wear white for this interview. But I said, no, let me change it a little bit. People know I also wear other colors. There's no spirituality to it.
I know, right?
Yeah. So this is a double volume headroom.
This is good.
And you can see the beautiful open plan kitchen.
Plan kitchen for our diaspora clients. This is what they like.
No, have a look. Open plan kitchen. And I forgot to add, we had a guest toilet there.
Okay.
To show that people, but I'll get to show you that. This is the open plan kitchen. And you know what? I love to cook.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's what I love to do in my pastime. In the UK, I cook all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, I love to cook. When I'm on holiday with my family, that's what my wife gets to enjoy. So this is our kitchen where I can let me do some magic, I love to take my coffee. So I love to, we're talking.
I know.
Doing some things here,
Free flow.
Microwave my food, See this,
I mean, this is different. I mean, we don't have your signature wall tiles. This is different.
So that's
you wanted to do something different this time.
I wanted to do something different because, people, don't forget, we have a company now called Ned Redefini. Ned Redefini is our premium housing brand. They are the ones doing the Lekki Foreshore project, the Nest Lekki.
Where we are going to.
I'll get to show you the project, Ned Redefini is doing the projects we have in Ikoyi, Lekki Phase 1, Oniru, and their likes. And so people have known us for mass housing. And over the years, I always forget to remind them that I started development from Oniru and then moved on to VGC and then did Chevron. So if I'm doing mass housing, I'm doing it out of passion, not out of profit. And so I get to showcase to people that we can do something entirely different. The secret of this design was that I designed this property on a flight all the way from China. I wanted something that was going to fit in here and will meet every need that a young boy who is newly married or a young boy who isn't married can have in a home. And I wanted a very functional home, functional space, functional kitchen, have a guest toilet here, have a dining. Do you understand? Now, the beauty of this is convertible to a boys' quarter. Okay. So if you choose to have a driver, you can seal up this door. Young boy, young girl, even a family of 3, 4. You can see this room. For those who say they have aged mothers, they don't like them climbing up, this room is sizable enough.
Yes, it is.
This is one of my biggest guest rooms. It's about 18 square meters of space for a guest room. We're not doing 12 square, 18 square meters of space.
This is actually spacious.
So you have a spacious guest room, you have a toilet and a shower. So well laid out, you can get to have a look at it, so that people can get to see. So we wanted something that if my old mom decides to live here, can she live here? And that's why we designed it like this. We designed it in enough space in such a way that my aged mom can have her chair on the corner, a place where people can come and visit her and say, oh, Mama, how are you? And they will see her grandchildren will come play with her and gist. She doesn't need to climb upstairs, and that's the whole idea behind a bigger room downstairs here, which is convertible. You can see a dining, so we can always sit down here and have a good meal, You can imagine young bachelors win their babes, get to have a space like this, and then for those who are single girls who invite their husbands to be home or their boyfriends, they get to showcase from the kitchen. Of course. And then you have this space, to eat together. And then for those who love eating out, you can always order your meals here, by the way. So we have a bar here. Yeah. So we designed something quite functional. And then if you need to use the loo, we have this guest toilet right here.
Here.
With, you know, LED mirrors, you know, simple and spacious. So
Just
we
done
wanted
well.
something very, very functional. And that's what we did here. So let's go upstairs.
Now that I've found you, I don't have to pretend. Everything just makes sense.
Imagine how you can look down at your visitor. Hello, guys. I'll join you guys shortly.
I know.
I've got a 3:00 meeting, right? I'll join you guys shortly. So you can have a workstation here. For those content creators, this can be your workstation. You can have, you know, a library, a home office here, you know, because it's a small home. You already have a good sitting room there.
Yes.
So this one is needless, but we put this here for people to understand that families can also have this place. You can have your quiet time here without going downstairs.
Downstairs.
You know, you can have a quiet, you've got a window here. You know, we've got great use of windows, space, and light. Adequate enough to keep the house illuminated, even when lights are off. Good enough
that.
window space to
Yeah.
be able to generate good air inside. But then we also did it in such a way that you can have one AC on and the whole house is cooling.
Cool.
Like what you're having here, this AC is off.
Oh,
And you're not feeling very, very hot from that one distance. So we've got 2 rooms here. So this is what you call the Capital Loft, because the whole concept of the loft is you have just a few rooms, you have this void here.
yeah.
So this is the Capital Loft. So you've got the masters here. So who wouldn't like this bed? I love it here.
I know.
I love it. You know, I'm tired. I come back like that traffic of yesterday.
That traffic of
I did this
yesterday.
You know,
It was insane.
so beautiful bed here. You know, our furniture company made this, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah. All the doors, all the kitchenwares, all the kitchens, all the doors, all the wardrobes, our furniture company made them. We've done a lot of backward integration from kitchens to
that
wardrobes.
is brilliant.
Use all of those, yeah.
So you have your furniture company, you have a paving.
To polystyrene, everything, you know, we're doing a whole lot of everything real estate so as to reduce our costs. All those areas where we incur a lot of costs, we're using those to drive down our costs. We, you know, our sanitary wares, practically all of it, we bring it up. You can see them, the Ned brand. The
yes.
Ned brand. You can see the sanitary wares as well. You see the Ned brand there.
brand.
Even, you know, this toilet is not Ned, but most of our toilets are Ned.
Ned.
You know. So you see, this is the master. You can see the wardrobe, you know, spacious use of space. And then you see this. And like I told you, light, air is everything about this house. Good use of light, good use of air, you know. So great windows, well positioned, and the rest of them.
I mean, you've done an incredible job. This is a very brilliant design.
Thank you.
I mean, a lot of people have been asking because we got some pictures and we sent it out. And I started disturbing you. So I need this. I need this.
Where is
Because
this? Where is this?
Where is
Where is
this? Where is this project? Everybody loves this project, and I'm sure that it would sell out in no time.
Now, we just, we're not in a hurry to sell out. We just
I know.
sell a few.
I know.
We bring a few into the market, we shut down. Because the truth of the matter is, what we're doing is we don't just want to build. We want to build and watch people move in. You understand? We're not doing the long payment plans because we want people to be able to take possession. We want Christmas to be fun in these homes.
So people can spend Christmas this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I look forward to an Independence Day games here at the park.
Wow.
I look forward to it, sincerely speaking.
That's October 1st. Wow.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Thank you.
I can't wait. Okay.
So Confidence, it's been amazing having you here.
Yes.
I look forward to closing some deals with you on the
Of course. You know how we do now.
Yeah.
You know how we do. Our clients are more than ready to own things here.
It's been amazing having you, Confidence.
Same here, sir.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much. Thank
See
you. Thank you so much, sir. All right, sir.
Have a beautiful day.
I will. Thank you. Wow. So you've seen it. This is Capital Loft. This is in Idera scheme along the Lekki Expressway, title C of O. This is a great project. I mean, you don't need anything else. You don't need me to say anything else about this project. It is an ambitious yet very possible, amazing project. And you should have something here. You should own units right here. This Capital Loft is in the market for 78 million naira. But of course, Eden Oasis, we're currently running a deal, the Mother's Day deal, from now till the 12th of April, where you could get this for 70 million naira. And of course, you know, they aren't doing the flexible plans anymore, but you can get this at an 18-month plan. Now, the good thing about it is usually we have 30% down payment, but Eden Oasis once again brokered a deal of 10% where you could pay 7.8 million naira for this, and then you can spread your balance for 18 months at a little interest, of course, but you have that time to spread your payment. And then we have the 2-bedroom terrace. We're still constructing that. That is in the market for 65 million naira. It's 2-bedroom with a BQ for 65 million naira. 10% down payment, 6.5 million naira, like 6.5 million naira down payment for a house. And then you can spread your balance for 18 months. We've never had such happen where you get that kind of down payment for his projects, but you're getting this at Capital Loft. You've heard it all, you've seen it all. This is a mega project, and you want to own multiple units right here. This is the time to buy as many units as possible because you have a lower entry price. Now, we are checking out another project called Bruhm in Lekki Phase 1. For our clients out there who are like, you know what, I want something in Lekki Phase 1, I've got something for you. And this deal is super impressive. Now, let's check it out.
I used to get sad, let you get under my skin, but I guess I kinda grew out of dancing around it, closed my door so you can't get in, doing better than I've ever been. I'm putting on my makeup, taking another shot of all the
So the whole concept of this place is to design a community for designing individuals. This is a project by Ned Okonkwo. And when you say Ned Okonkwo, it's a redefined Ned. So we will not be doing mediocre. We will not be doing the ordinary. So the whole essence of this project is to have a community in Lekki that beats every community that has ever been developed in Lekki. You know, we felt strongly that most of our people, that they patronize us, they live in Orchard, they live in Chevron, and they begin to make more wealth. They begin to move upward. They go
That's
to Lekki, they go to Ikoyi. So we said to ourselves, there's still a lot more space in Lekki undeveloped. We can actually develop a property that can beat and surpass any standard in Ikoyi, yet it will be a thriving community.
Yeah.
So it's segmented into 2 parts. The first one is the apartments. And here we have 8 different estates infused in one.
Okay.
From Heights 7, from Heights 8. We have Bellagio, we have the Bexley Heights, we have the
Oasis.
No, Oasis is out of this place.
Okay.
So there are different communities here. And they are different in them. So for instance now, Bruhm Heights 7 is 40 units.
Okay.
Each unit is 20 apartments on each block. That's what you have seen. We started with the piling about December. And you can see where we are today. A lot of efficiency is put in place. A lot of technology.
This part are the apartments.
This are the apartments. We also have some apartments. This is the Bellagio.
Okay.
But you see, what you have here is our gas turbine. 1,300 square meters of space. That's the engine. It's already here.
It's already here.
It's already here. A lot of money spent. A lot of money well spent.
Well spent.
Yeah, well spent.
Wow.
So that's what we're doing. So we'll have the Bellagio here, just here. So, but you know, we had to suspend building this because of the furnishing materials. You can see what we're using and show you. We have 90 by 180 tiles. Can imagine how many people ever build in Lekki And this is a 90 by 180 tiles.
That's large.
That's large, yeah. That's a whole.
Oh,
This is the tiles we're using here. 90 by 180 tiles.
like this.
Like this full 180.
These are the finishing materials for this.
This project for all
Wow.
the projects here. For all the projects here. So this estate is divided into two. The sections where we have mansionettes and apartments.
Okay.
While the sections that we have the luxury villas. We call them the nest villas. They are
Where would they be? And you've been talking to me about the nest villas.
Let me just show you. They're just 34. And they are unique villas. No two design is alike. It's not those kind of house you find on social media.
Yeah, I know you don't share. You don't share the information on that.
It's not. I don't want you to own a property and everybody can guess the price of your property. It's no longer premium. Do you understand?
Okay.
It's no longer premium. You don't want a property that everybody knows how the inside looks. That the whole world knows how the house. Oh, I've studied the house. I'm like, no. It's not premium.
Wow.
You know, so this is what we have done with the project.
Okay.
2 months of work. You know, finishing materials everywhere. I'll still come show you the porcelain tiles that we have here.
Okay.
120 by 120 porcelain tiles, you know, a lot of work done here. So the projects, we have those with double volume ceiling, those without.
Okay.
Depends on what you want.
What you want.
We had 20 architects working on this project.
Wow.
34 different designs.
Wow.
So any of the best architects you can name in Lagos worked on this project. So, you know, different.
So these are the duplexes.
So we have 8 villas that are ground plus 1. Then you have 26 villas that are ground plus 2.
2.
Those 26 villas come with lifts. They come with cinema rooms or home office or game room, as the case may be. They have double volume sitting rooms, you know. And the construction work you can see,
Yes.
you know,
It's already looking grand.
it's not like those projects you know, by any standard, you know, the kind of concrete work we're doing here will beat any.
There's a whole lot. There's
standard.
a lot of speed, you know, going to this project. You guys
Well,
are
not really
working.
speed, efficiency.
Yeah, efficiency.
You know, doing the right things at the right time. More than speed. Doing the right things at the right time, planning properly,
Properly.
you know.
So what's going to be here?
So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. The ground plus 1 unit ends there. From here you have the ground plus 2.
2.
Luxury villas.
Hey.
We only have a
many
total of
units?
6 semi-detached here. Only
Okay.
6 semi-detached. Total. We have some villas that are on 1,000 square meters.
Wow.
We have some villas on 2,000. Depending on how rich you are.
That's insane. How many units are left of the villas?
I'll check. I think we have less than 14. Yeah.
That's incredible.
So you can see the kind of construction we're talking about.
Yeah.
You can see the void there. That goes all the way. So you watch it, you'll get to appreciate it more when you come closer. So each unit comes, you can see the volume, double volume. You see the void here.
Wow.
A lot of concrete work, right?
It's so massive.
Yeah, very massive. Very massive.
So where is the living area?
This is
This is the living area, right?
everything here.
Okay.
This is the dining.
Okay.
This is the guest room. That's the 2-room boys' quarter. And this is the kitchen. This is all space. This is the lift.
Oh, okay.
You have an all-glass lift going from down to up. Private lift.
Fantastic. This is really good. Now let's talk about the apartments. I know that I haven't done so much. I haven't done any video per se, but we've sold quite a number. People love the apartments.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So what are the features of this particular community?
Okay, so where we are now, it's a very private community. So you don't have a lot of people here.
People here, okay.
64 in total. It's just a full street.
Okay.
So it's separated totally from the apartment. you don't get to interact with those in the apartment. So they have their own playground. The mansionette, the apartments have their own facilities. So when we go there, we get to show you what the apartment has. So each block of 40 has their own swimming pool and gym. They also have a co-working space in the apartments. They also have, apart from the gym, they have a swimming pool. They have a co-working space. They have a spa. You know.
Wow. All right.
It's the kind of place where you can get to use the spaces to book your meetings, because we'll spell 2-bedroom apartments. Young, upwardly mobile professionals should love to come there. You know, we have central water, central power. You can see the gas turbine.
Exactly.
It's sitting idly waiting to
That's
power.
very, very, very impressive.
You know, a lot of work and thought is put into technology to make the project more efficient. You can see our batching plant there. You know, we get in bulk aggregate, bulk cement, and then we get to pump. You know, so a lot of thought is put into making this project very efficient.
Let's talk about the community, this Lagoon district itself.
Yeah.
What makes it so special?
So a lot of projects is coming up in the Lagoon district. The Lagoon district has been conceived for quite a while, but this is not the Lagoon district. This is the Lekki foreshore. The Lagoon district is the road that divides and goes on the right.
Okay.
So that's where you call the Lagoon district.
All right.
And the highway is called the Lagoon Highway. So where we are today is not the Lagoon district, it's called the
Lekki foreshore. All right.
Lekki foreshore is supposed to be an extension. It is an extension of the Lekki.
Yeah.
So you've got the road connecting to Chibo Fordile directly. You've also got another road that can link up with the Lagoon Highway. You've also got the road that takes you back to Freedom Way. So, you know, this road is supposed to be a gateway to the regional road.
Yeah.
It's directly to Chevron.
Chevron, yes.
Remember by VGC. So it's supposed to be a straight line. You know. So this community is unique because it's young. The mistakes that, you know, would have been made in the old cities, land, most of those things you don't get to see here. You can see the height of the foundation.
Yeah. It's
very, very futuristic. So by the time you're coming in from the highway, you see that you're climbing up, and then the foundations are done in such a way that, you know, it's quite futuristic. So a lot of thought has been put into this place, and what you'll find here is a well-planned community. So you can imagine having the number of units you have here, and it is designed and developed from scratch by a single developer. So it makes the project very beautiful. So, and here a lot of planning too, well-designed drainages to ensure that stormwater is taken out, you know, great greenery, great planning has been put into perspective. And you know, one unique thing about this community that we're building here, no two houses are alike.
Yeah.
The whole idea is, you know, when you see the designs, you see the differences in those designs, you see what makes them very unique. You know, those projects are personalized. You know, it's an expression of confidence, who you are. So the home you live is an expression of you. If I come to your home, there's no two homes that is alike. You may prefer a private cinema much more than a game room. You understand? Sure. Some other couple will prefer a game room because they love to go there. Some other couple will prefer to have, you know, their study area because they belong to different boards, you know, their directors, you know, they have days that they work off, you know, directly from home, you know, in today's era where everybody loves to work from home, you know, without necessarily going out of it. So, you know, it's a beautiful community. So I see this place to be the future Ikoyi. Sincerely speaking, because just imagine someone who, you know, is retiring. The homes in the villa section, they have private pool, they have their own dedicated 30 kilowatt hour of renewable energy, 30 kilowatt hour of, you know, inverter.
Really?
45 kilowatt hour.
Coming with the home.
Coming with the home in the villas.
Okay, that's impressive.
The only essence is your aged mom, you feel you don't want her to be bothered by put her nearly off grid. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that's the whole idea of somebody living here.
That's fantastic. Look, I'm really, really impressed. I love this project, and that's why we've been selling even before bringing it to the market.
And before I forget, each home in the villa comes with 2 rooms voice water.
Oh wow!
The whole idea is your male domestic staff and your female domestic staff should not share rooms.
That's true.
So you have it separate here.
That's so
It's well thought out. So when you live here, you don't need to start having the headache. Okay, where do I go and get somewhere for my driver? My driver is me or my chef. At least they get a place to stay Monday to Friday while they work with you.
I mean, that's really thoughtful.
Yeah,
thoughtfully planned. Well done, sir. Okay, so this is the villa section. Are those amazing?
No, that house you see there, the mansionettes are with the apartment.
Okay.
The mansionettes are with the apartment. That house you see there is sitting on 1,000 square meters.
And that has been bought?
Yeah, absolutely. So the houses you see common are personalized for people.
Oh, okay.
So you can see we jump some, we start some.
Yes.
So,
Yes. I can see. Who has bought? All right. Is there a payment plan for these?
Absolutely.
Okay, but you're not going to talk about the price.
No, we're not talking about the price.
Very specific. So if you want to buy the villas, look, he has described them, but I don't think he has even done justice. It's really, really amazing. Even the exterior facades are different, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing. Just send a message and we'll walk you through the process of, securing a villa right here. Now, apart from the villa, like we said, we have the apartment section.
Also the Oasis Heights.
Oasis Heights too. Now, how much is the apartment going for?
So the apartments here, we have some going for 270 million on a 10-month payment plan, 2-bedroom apartments. The apartments are so unique. The living room alone is 49 square meters.
That's massive.
For a living room. So there are 2-bedroom apartments, all rooms and suite with the guests. It's 2.5 toilets for the 2-bedroom apartment. We are doing a one-off payment plan for 250 million naira. But we also have our project that we're about to, we just took off, we just did the pre-launch offer at the Invest in Africa service.
Yes. Oasis
Heights. We're doing the Oasis Heights for 200 million instant payment, and then we're doing 250 million on the 12-month installment payment plan, 270 million on 18
months.
Because a lot of people say, oh, you know what, let's do 18 months, and that's a, let's consider them 270 million naira. 18
months. Great. At least we have an 18-month flexible plan.
Hopefully on the 25th of April 2025, we'll be doing the official unveiling of the sample units of the Bruhm Heights. So you get to see the sample units. It's ready. 2 units will be ready, furnished, so at the showroom. We're doing the unveiling here.
Great. I mean, I'm really, really happy to be a part of this project.
Thank you very much.
Because clients who have bought in here, they could see it. And at every stage, there's a difference, because I keep coming back here to do updates for clients, and there's a whole lot of difference. You are very efficient. Your people are efficient, and you're working tirelessly. What's the delivery timeline of this community?
Okay, this community, we're hoping that by September, October, this community should have.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
So for those who have bought, we will deliver. For those who are on longer payment plan, yes, we'll still deliver their homes before the end of the year.
Okay. But at least to those
first set of people who would get to fill the apartments in October.
And they can start living?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
So we're working tirelessly on the infrastructure. The power, the gas turbine is here, the gas gen is here, the water, we're working on it. The stanchions and the rest of it, we're working on it. The drainage work has already commenced on the drainage, we're the father of films too. So, we're working hard, and hopefully all the dreams and aspirations we have, we hope to accomplish with this project will come to reality. I am excited about the possibilities of somebody who lives here, who also runs a business, not needing to run to work every day, because you have fiber optic internet in this community, you have uninterrupted power supply, you get to use the co-working spaces to hold your meeting. It's a game changer in this environment.
Yes, it is.
So for me, I believe that promise less and do more. You understand? Less is more. We need to act what we say. We need to perform. We need to act. We need to show people competency. Real estate has gone beyond the era of telling stories, telling people COVID-19 stories, telling people why you could not deliver their house. No. Real estate has gone beyond that. If you didn't deliver, it's because you were extravagant. It's because you did not plan properly. So you can imagine how many units done, no failed projects.
23 estates.
23 estates.
No failed projects.
No failed projects.
Wow.
No failed projects. And people can attest to it. How many problems? There was a property that was supposed to deliver in June, and your customer came in February and said, this house is ready, I want to move, and we said June. I said, no, if that is the case, I want to move in.
Yes.
And we said, allow us to test the houses. And the customer said, I'd rather give you an indemnity. You remember the customer. And the customer moved in. Is the customer not living there?
He's living there.
So the whole idea is, the philosophy of the Arabs in Dubai. They will tell you that they will do something, that they will start a train line, it will be working in December. By August, they're already testing. And that's the whole idea. Construction is 90% planning, more than any other thing. Planning. Majority of the, finishing materials that are required on this project, they're already in country. Toilets, sanitary wares, switches, lights, ceiling boards, tiles, hand railings, elevators. So I don't need to wake up and start reducing quality. Do you understand? And start telling story of Naira was divided. No. We are building all those into the uprising model. So if you pay us on time, yes, you get a reduced discount. If you are paying us in installment, we have provided for what will happen. And that's why we can say, if you are paying cash, initially we're doing cash at 180, cash at 200. Today is cash at 250 because the buildings are standing.
Yeah.
The finishing materials are here. Those who locked in early, what they did for us was to give us some of the funds that we needed to push those construction materials out. And today, all those things are coming in. So the project is as good as done. I can't wait to see you again.
Sure.
At the official opening of the sample unit.
I will be here. Live and direct.
There's nothing that excites me more than the sample unit. I hate to make noise over a bare, empty parcel of land. No. That era is no more.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I went to an empty land and I'm celebrating that we're starting. I like to celebrate sample unit, finished products, celebrate the completion of the estate. That is development.
Wow. You've set the pace for a lot of people, and you are constantly changing the whole narrative. Absolutely. And I'm glad to be a part of this family.
Thank you very much.
Because we did something recently in the UK, and we're going all over preaching the gospel of real estate, changing the narrative, and bridging that trust gap, because a lot of people want to invest, but the question has always been how and with whom. And we've constantly redefining the whole real estate space and delivering to clients. I was talking to a client yesterday. She bought into Citadel Oasis 1.0. She did then you were doing 24 months plan. She did it, and she said, confidence, I want to thank. I had to tell my staff, please record while we're talking on the phone. I put it on speaker. And she said, because of you, I was able to own 2 houses in Lagos. She bought in 1 and she bought in 2. Wow. And she didn't have all the money. Before I could get her to buy 1, it was fasting and prayer because she had been burnt. And she was so scared. But today, she said, I am now a homeowner, not just a homeowner. I have 2 houses in Lagos, Nigeria. And I am so happy. We wouldn't be having this conversation if not for developers like you who are making it possible.
And that is the story.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's what I tell some of my mentees and tell to you. You see, when a developer fails, it sends a wrong signal to Nigerians in diaspora, to the industry. Because people are quick to generalize.
Yeah.
That when you go there, they'll take your money, they will not give you a house. But when one developer succeeds, it sends a strong signal that there's still hope in the land. And that's why I tell people, price right. If the man that is telling you, buy 1, get 1 free, reduce the price, buy real estate and get per month, it is no longer real estate. Buy real estate and get cheap, no. Real estate is real.
Yeah.
And real estate is one of those safety nets that has defied inflation, that has ensured that inflation cannot shake it so much. Because you know why? More people are being born every day. More people, the population is increasing by the day. More people are coming into Lagos by the day, by the hour. And as more people come in, they must need something to live with them, and they need a home. And the truth of the matter is, we are not building as rapid as our population is increasing. As urban migration is increasing, we need more homes. We need more homes. And when you go high, it is pretty very expensive. And that's why satellite towns will also begin to open. As people begin to make more money, they begin to come to the center of the city Settler times will also begin to open, as
Open.
government begins to expand the road, and it creates an opportunity for everybody. What we are trying to do in our groups is to ensure that you can not buy at the Citadel Oasis. You can buy at Citadel 1.0 Phase B. You can buy at VGC. You can buy at Ikate. You can buy at the next Lekki Fortune. You can buy at Capital Gardens. You can buy at Banana Island. We have a brand expression that caters for what you need. So money is not a reason. If you cannot afford the 270 million naira home, come. We have the 60-something million naira home.
Yeah.
We need your money to keep Nigeria's economy going, to keep all these people gainfully employed. And like I always tell people, Nigerians in diaspora, they hold the key to reviving our economy. They have a wealth in excess of 2 trillion. And with that kind of money, just imagine they are repatriating 10% of that. Imagine what will happen to Nigeria's economy. So we're looking forward to their investment, because you see, with real estate developers like us, thing of creation, over 700 people are employed doing the work in different sites. Just imagine increasing the number of sites, more people will become gainfully employed, more professionals will be built, more people will get to put food on their tables, and that is what drives the economy. That's what takes crime off the street.
Yeah.
People need homes, and people will never live outside of homes. This is the kind of homes, the apartments are the kind of homes people will be looking forward to staying in during Dirty December.
Yes.
Tell you for free, Dirty December in 2025 will be dirtier than the December in 2024. So I hope to see lots of young, upwardly mobile professionals, or to see a lot of Nigerians in diaspora who have invested in this project come home and see their house for the first time. You can't believe that somebody met me in the UK one day in the nightclub. I was buying drinks. I didn't know that the man was paying for every bottle of drink that I bought. And when I finished, I said, "Bring my bill." He said, "No, Dr. Ned, you don't have any bill." I said, "Why did you do that?" He said, "Because a lot of people took my money and never gave me a home. But you are the first developer that I paid money to, and when I did not believe it, by the time I came home, I moved in, I carried my phone, I bought things from ShopRite and Spar, and I furnished. And I said, Dr. Ned gave me a house, somebody who never owned money. And I said, I didn't give you a house, you bought, it's your money." He said, "Dr. Ned, you don't know what you have done for me." And there were stories like that. Just imagine that doctor in the UK that bought a property and locked it and come home. That is our home. Somebody called me up today and said, "Oga, I am retiring. I want to talk to you. Can you assure me that Citadel Oasis will be ready in 12 months' time?" I said, "More than ready." We are putting roofing in some of the units. And like the way we manage our projects, we break them into phases. Some houses will be ready 3 months, 4 months from now.
Yeah.
And that's the excitement I feel. Because those houses are ready to get to stay in their homes.
Exactly.
For December. And nothing beats it. Just imagine that screen in front of it. The Charter House.
That's the house.
So what's better description? Okay, if you get on a brown this and just keep going. When you see that Citadel 2.0, not that one, move forward a little bit. When you see that big Charter House, on the left, look, that is my project. That is my house. What better address?
A better address.
So thank you very much, Confidence.
Thank you.
I look forward to meeting you again. And maybe I'll be seeing you at the open house.
Definitely.
You are one of those few agents that can drag me to do a video without paying me. Without paying me. You know my daily rates. You didn't pay me, you have kept me the whole day, and you did not pay for today.
That's why you're my.
But Eden Oasis is the bomb. They are doing exceedingly well.
Thank you.
And we look forward to closing more deals with Eden Oasis
Definitely.
and their clients. Thank you very
you
much.
so much, Dr. Ned. Thank you for doing this.
God bless you.
All right, sir.
So let me share with you some of the finishing materials. We call this the Cavatino. Very few people will use this in Nigeria. It's called the Tavatino. So let me show you the Cimentino. It's called a Cimentino.
This is live.
Told you, premium or not in confidence. We ain't playing.
We ain't playing.
So let me show you what the carcass of the house looks like.
So what's this place? This
is the gym.
Okay.
But presently now it's being used as an office. But it's the gym. This is what each home is expected to look like.
Wow.
And this is what the design layout looks like. Minimum size square meters you see is 18 square meters.
Primary is 23.
23, yes. You don't see that easily anywhere.
Yes. Design is really gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
So it's going to be exactly like this.
Absolutely, absolutely. All of these claddings, they've been imported.
Oh.
Shipped already.
Okay.
So let me show you what we have done so far with this. We have a company where we produce polystyrene in the east.
Oh, okay.
Polystyrene for construction.
This is the elevator, right? Elevator landing? Okay.
Yeah, the unique thing about this project is you don't get to meet a lot of your neighbors.
Okay.
2 apartments share 1 lift. So this lift that goes G+4, 2 units have 1 lift. At that end, you have 3 units sharing 1 lift.
Okay.
So if you're still on the floor with a neighbor, you only need to bother about knowing 2 of your neighbors if you want to.
Or better still, just buy the 3 apartment did.
Yes.
So he owns that floor.
So this is an apartment.
Okay. This living room is massive and I love the headroom.
Yes. So this is a sample unit we're getting ready.
Okay.
This is the kitchen.
Okay.
So that's the wardrobe space. This is the bed.
This is good.
This is the other room. So everybody gets to enjoy this balcony. You can imagine when you stay on the 4th floor, you get to watch the water.
Yes. That's water view. Ladies and gentlemen, what better time to be alive? You've seen 2 major developments in Lagos, Nigeria. You've seen the Bruhm luxurious apartments in Lekki Phase 1. I mean, you've heard about the gas plant, so you're sure of constant power. Then the elevators, the swimming pool, the co-work space. This community is sure a place you want to live in and you want to invest in. You've also heard of the villas right here, those luxurious villas sitting on someone 1,000 square meters, someone something lesser, but most importantly, you are getting the best of luxury living in here. And finally, you've seen something remarkable, and that is a Capital Loft. Duplexes selling for as low as 65 million naira with only 6.5 million naira down payment. And the 3-bedroom semi-detached in the market for 78 million naira. But we have an offer for you where you get it at 70 million naira and better still a down payment of 7.8 million naira. Now I ask again, what better time to be alive and what better time to invest if not now? Now you can get all of these homes today by calling Eden Oasis Realty. It's our Mother's Day offer, so you can take advantage of all these offers we have coming your way, courtesy Eden Oasis Realty. And most importantly, when you call us today for any of these homes, you do not have to pay anyone inspection fees, agency fees whatsoever on these projects. Absolutely part of our offer to you. No agency fee, no inspection fee, down payment of 6.5 million naira for the 2-bedroom terrace duplex, and it's in the market for 65 million naira. And the 3-bedroom semi-detached, 70 million naira instead of 78 million naira, and a down payment of 7.8 million naira. Now, both projects have a payment plan spread of up to 18 months instead of 12 months. This is like you've never seen it before. Title on these projects, Sea of Oil. So you are sure of safety. I mean, you heard it. We've delivered multiple homes and you are going to be the next homeowner right here in Bruhm or at Capital Loft. Now for this, in the market for 270 million naira, but look, with Eden Oasis, we have offers for you. All you have to do is just call those numbers showing on your screen right now and we can work magic for you, because that's what we do basically. We make magic happen in real estate. If you're watching this channel for the very first time, my name is Confidence. This is Eden Oasis Realty. This is our channel where we make everything real estate possible. So you want to go ahead right now, subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bell, share with your friends and family. And once again, my name is Confidence and I'm the best broker in Africa.